So, Hall of Fame last night. So yes, I got through. Where did we get up to? The Dudley Boys. We had spoke about Mark Henry, Kid Rock, who I said lost the fans, got the fans, and lost the fans again. Basically, it was very up and down, 50-50 with him. Jeff Jarrett last night, absolute classic, very emotional, which you kind of thought it would be, but yeah, he didn't really go into too much. But of course, that song, Matt, you knew it was coming. Spin my wheel. Oh, it was. I tell you what, there was a bit in it. You'd have to watch it, Matt. But there was a bit in it where I was thinking, this is a bit cheesy now. I don't know because it was weird how Road Dogg and Jeff, they kind of forgot the words, and they were trying to they started running around the whole people that were sitting there, all the wrestlers, trying to get them to sing. I think Heath Slater had a go at it. Jeff Jarrett's daughter had a go. There was what was it? Zack Ryder was having a go at it. So they sort of give the mic out. Even Pat Patterson, they tried to get him to sing. So it was.
He doesn't have to remember it.
Yeah. New York. That's what he wanted to sing. That's what he started to sing. I don't know where he was going with that, but singing Sinatra. So yeah, it was a funny night. Jeff Jarrett's jacket was one of those ones. You know when you rub down the sleeve and it changes colour. He had one of those on, and certainly stood out. That's for sure. No doubt about that. But yeah, it was cool to see him. Of course, Ivory, who I haven't seen for a long old time. You know what? She didn't look any different. Ivory, she absolutely the same as what I remember her being. But God, she hadn't aged a bit. But she did do something cringy. She started singing straight as she got on. I was like, oh no, not that sort of thing. I don't know if I want to see it. And the surprising thing, Goldberg last night, Paul Heyman, of course, came out and he absolutely ran down Roman Reigns and said that Goldberg is everything that Roman couldn't be. And when he goes on about part-timers, who are you talking about? Goldberg. And I thought, oh my God, they've really stuck that one back at him, haven't they? Because then the fans really went on town. So I was quite surprised they let him do that, really. Because he's been going on about part-timers. So like, what about this part-timer then? So that was interesting. But yeah, there was no real... I know everyone had been saying, why has he got him and nobody else? And Heyman was saying almost the same thing. But apparently, since they got him back last year, apparently they've just formed a very good friendship. So interesting, that one, isn't it? Because I think people were all expecting Eric Bischoff to be that guy, as we see Dusty Rhodes in the background there for all this going on. So it should be an interesting. Who are you picking for this one, Matt? Put you on the spot here, but who are you rooting for? Who would you root for? I mean, let's not give predictions to us, but who are you rooting for in this one? Who'd you fancy?
Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. I'm going to go with.
Yeah. I mean, I really like. I mean, these two guys, I really buy them. I mean, I just used to think they were like two big guys, just same old. But like, I kind of really, they're more than that. I actually see some really big potential here. This is almost like the look of them at the moment is almost like the Shield version 2, isn't it? But a little bit more depth to them. But yeah, I do buy these guys. What's that, mate?
Otherwise, you wouldn't have Paul Ellering. You wouldn't have a Paul Ellering like endorsement unless there was something about you.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, these guys are really good. Also, Jim Cornette, he keeps coming out. He's saying, "Let me manage the Revival." I like those guys. I mean, you should just listen to Jim Cornette. I mean, honestly, the Revival. What's happened to those guys? You know, two of my favourite tag team down here, and absolutely lost. So yeah, if Jim Cornette wants to do that. Also, the other news that came out last night, we may even get it on this show. You may even see this WWE Network advert. Is that Bruce Pritchard is back in WWE. He's going to bring his podcast to the WWE Network, which is going to be pretty cool because he literally doesn't miss a beat. He talks about absolutely anything. He's got some very funny stories about Vince McMahon. So just goes to show you how popular that's become. And he's back. So another guy, I guess you'd say, who's post TNA again. Incredibly. So we now see the UK's own Pete Dunne carrying the belt out.
This is a strange tag team pairing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Roderick Strong, Pete Dunne. I mean, I like these two guys. I mean, individually, very, very good. But it's just a shame we don't, we haven't got the UK thing up and running a little bit more where it can defend that title a little bit more because we know how good those matches are. And I think even the American fans, the ones that certainly our listeners, they really do buy into this guy as being a mean little sod. That's the one of the emails I got once. And this guy, he's small, but he's just like there's a mean streak to him. When he's in the ring. So looking forward to seeing what they do this year in the UK tournament, seeing how they're gonna build that one up because it was so good last time, and they are going to do 2 nights again, Matt. So it's going to be very interesting as well.
We're right in thinking then there is no holder of the Dusty Memorial Cup. Then this is going to be decided in this match, is it? I'm
guessing so, yeah, because that's what I presume so because he's out there. So yeah, it must be.
Even though the Undisputed Era, were not really in that tournament, were they?
No. Yeah, it's a bit odd. I don't know how they got around that, to be honest with you. I've not really seen it. Roderick Strong, just a quick chat on him, Matt. How do you think he's done since he's got it? Because people have been saying, they're not getting the best out of him. What do you think?
I think they are getting the best out of him. He's just not getting his fair share of the rewards for that.
Yeah.
Seems like he's a very, he would do what's best for business kind of guy. And if they're going to stay out there and say, well, you're going to go out there, you're going to have a great match, but you're going to be the one that loses, sounds like he has no problem saying yes to that.
Here come the sponsors, Rocket League and 5 Hour Energy. That's good for you. Well, at least there's no KFC one just yet. I'm happy about that. I don't want to see that going on. Very interesting. Lots of people saying it was a good choice for Baszler to be the new women's NXT champion. So they're really in that.
What is the situation with Bobby Fish right now? Then how did this all come around?
I have no idea.
I actually didn't look into that myself. Actually, I didn't know what it was.
We have to get a few of our listeners to email in. Let me know, Jimbo. I'm sure Jimbo will tell me at some point. As we see Adam Cole, who's got to go through another match. So I don't know if there was an injury to all that, but yeah, that's how it got there. Also, who we got now? We got Ricky. Ricky's in New Orleans. He sent me some good pictures. I'll put them on Facebook for you, Ricky. Thanks for him. He went to neither Ring of Honor or WWE. He went to the Hardcore Heaven show, and he said it was absolutely brutal. Never seen so much blood in all his life. As we see Jeff Jarrett and Dusty Rhodes out there, who share the same hair colour there. Same hair. Maybe they should be the new tag team. The Blondes. Yeah, good to see Jeff Jarrett. And lots of speculation about Jeff Jarrett, because I know people have mentioned about Jeff Jarrett becoming the general manager, but also, Matt, there's been a lot of rumours about Triple H handing over a little bit of the reins to NXT to Jeff Jarrett because of his work previously promoting stuff. So, interesting if he even lands up in NXT as well. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, that would be interesting. But I'm not sure how much I like that, because I like the fact that NXT is so much within Triple H's control.
It's probably like, it's okay, this is basically TNA. You know all the guys. It's the same thing. You'll be fine. I wonder what Dixie Carter sees when she sees this now at home. I know she's not doing Impact Wrestling, but I mean, my goodness. They're all here. We didn't have to buy them. Unbelievable. It's literally the combination of the best of Ring of Honor and best of, or pretty much all of TNA, shall I say. As we see this match, triple threat then. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get here. And, as we get this whole thing started now, should be very, I mean, I'm hoping for a good match. But I just got a feeling that they're not going to put as long a time as maybe normal for these three, but it could be, but Just got a feeling the pacing of the show, this might be the one that doesn't get all the time. So we'll see what happens. But
so it turns out that Bobby Fish injured his knee in a live event and had some surgery on a tear. So it's not really known how long he'll be out. So hopefully not too long for him and they can get back on track.
Yeah, let's hope so. Also, the Ring of Honor Supercard show. Who's there? Scott Lance. Yeah, Scott and Lance are there, and they've emailed me in that the Supercard. They're really looking forward to Kenny. The match that was made earlier at the Ring of Honor show, which is of course it's going to have Kenny Omega versus Cody. Should be pretty cool, and Dalton Castle versus Marty Skirtle. So really top matches there for that one. Can't disagree with that. That's for sure. Having those guys around.
But it's really not Adam Cole's night.
No.
That was lucky. No, it wasn't that lucky.
That's done. Lights out. That's your moment. Man, that guy's taking a beating. Sure. It's not what you want, is it, for the night? Also, lots of legends. I've got some photos that Lance has sent me as well. He met Papa Shango today, so there you go. In Papa Shango, so Godfather literally played him today at a couple of conventions. I think they've done. They did. He said it was funny because they had Papa Shango come out and attack the Boogeyman. That must have been an interesting performance.
Yeah, two iconic characters there.
Yeah. Great moves there. Keep on taking down.
Very chaotic system for a tag team match here.
Yeah.
Have everyone there doing whatever all the time. But this is actually good because we've seen so many times nowadays where people just wait for their spot and everything. But at least it looks like they're all getting a moment. And
yeah, much better. Yeah, totally agree with you there. So it does make a lot of difference. So keep the emails coming. If you've met anyone else today that is around, I know Teddy Long, a few of you have met, sent some pictures of him. He's always at those places, and he dancing and all the rest of it in the back. A bit of Teddy Long, but also a few shots that people sent me. I did send Matt this, and he was quite horrified about it. But the fact that Honky Tonk Man was at the airport. I'm cool, I'm cocky, I'm bad.
We saw a little thing earlier where Elias just turned up in, was it Honky Tonk? He just turned up and just in like one of those little saloon bars.
Yeah.
Cut a little spot for the people in there. That was quite a surprise.
He actually played at some small venues earlier in the week. I know that Noelle Foley, she done like a thing on her Instagram where she was at one of his dues, and he was well over. I mean, people were loving his music. So he's definitely got a good career path down there. If wrestling doesn't turn out, I'm pretty sure of that. So got a good voice on him. People were loving it. So there is always that to happen.
So was it the Authors of Pain you went with to witness?
I didn't even make a decision because I was kind of drawn. It's difficult to say. I don't see it being Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong, even though I'd like them to be the guys. So I think my brain is telling me I'm going to say the House of Pain on this one. I think I'm going to go with them, but I would like Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, but I just don't see it because it's sort of something that's not really. I don't know if it's really around for long, but I think the Authors of Pain. The thing is, they've sort of. I think you'd say they deserve it probably out of the three in terms of their consistency down here. But I don't know. It depends which way they go. But yeah, I'm going to say Authors of Pain will win this one.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the triple threat system benefits them because we know they're dominant. So I reckon they will lose, but I reckon they won't be involved in the pinfall decision.
Right. See what happens here.
Yeah.
See, again, for two big guys, I think they do a decent job of just not the same old generic, less, beat 'em up type thing. They actually have a little bit more to their game, which is kind of cool. Just sending Matt over the picture now that somebody sent me